live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. Joined here as always with my brother Tim, and we have our guest Terry Edelman on today as well. And today we've got a small college basketball slate. We don't have any games scheduled to go over. If you guys have any questions with that, of course, we'll answer any in the live chat there. We have 3 NBA games, which we can get done quick and over real quick, and then we'll get to the good stuff. An NHL slate. I believe we have 10 games tonight, so it should be a good NHL slate. I really like this NHL slate tonight a lot, so it should be a fun one to go over. But before we get into today's stream, before we get into today's games, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong yesterday. For me, what went right? The NHL and hockey. What went wrong? Basketball. We went 8-9 in college basketball. Tim will go over that when we get there. I came back down to earth a little bit here as your resident NBA expert. I went 3-8 last night. And it was a couple spots that I wish I got off of because I bet them before player news came out, and it happened. So I had loser on a half-unit plays on the Wolves money line and the Hornets money line. I did have, and then I had the Wizards, the Raptors, the Timberwolves plus 7.5, the Nets -6, but that line dropped to like 3.5. They lose straight up against Houston, a very ridiculous game there. And then the Warriors, they don't cover either the first half of the full game. Very frustrating result there because they definitely had their opportunities. And I believe they're up like 9 with like a minute to go in the second half. They don't cover the -8.5 first half, and they only win by 10, so they don't cover the 14 full game. It is what it is. I did get wins from that over in that Denver game. Got lucky that went to overtime. I had the Charlotte Hornets plus 7, and I had the over in that Charlotte game as well. The over hit in the last seconds with a free throw to go to 216. So barely hit the over there. That could have easily been a 1 in 10 NBA day, and that would have been absolutely horrible. Hockey, though, very good. 4 in 1 day there. My only loss was the team total over for the Devils, which that could have cashed if that one goal was not offsides. And then we got the empty net at the end. It would have been 4-0, and we would have cashed that. But we did have the over in that Colorado-New York game. Super easy. As well as that over team total for the Avalanche. That one cashed in the second period. It wasn't quite as good of a cash as their last game when they cashed the team total over in the first period against the Flyers. But then we also had the Devils puck line at plus 163, a nice little cash there. And we ended off the night with a nice little shootout win from those knuckleheads in Vancouver, a plus 129 little cash there. We went 3-0 on the site, because we can't put team totals up on the site. So 3-0 picks and parlays hockey night, 4-1 overall for me. So can't complain there. So overall, yesterday was a losing day. I finished down around 2.3 units. I finished 15-18. I'm up 6.47 units so far this month in December, 115, 108, and 5. That was my day yesterday. How was your day, Tim?
Yeah, we'll just go over quickly what we did on the site. We had 28 plays up on the site last night, 15-13. So it was about a break even. Let's see if it was profitable or not. I could tell by whether or not it says yesterday up 166. It says yet from yesterday. What did you have for plus monies? Vancouver was plus money. That was it.
Plus 163 with the Devils puck line.
That's what it is. Okay, thank you. I was trying to figure that one out because I figured that 15-13 would normally be about break even, but
yeah, because one strategy I'm using right now is I see the Philadelphia Flyers and I bet puck lines against them. They're the Arizona Coyotes.
That's a good strategy. That's a good strategy. Yeah. I like that idea. Looking over NBA, started off well. We got wins with Indiana, Cleveland, the over in that Philly game, and then finished the night 1-4. OKC under wasn't even close. Milwaukee -6 against a beat-up Heat team, lose straight up. Memphis, God, Memphis, really? You guys are doing so well, and then facing a struggling Dallas team and then lose. And then the Clippers. The Clippers were up 20 at one point. They won by 3. I had a -4. So that kind of sucked to wake up to. But it was whatever. 4-4 day there. 3-0 day on the ice for Nick. Vancouver, New Jersey, and the over in the Colorado. 8-9 day. Would have been 8-8 if we didn't add that extra play yesterday, which was UConn. Losers yesterday. UConn plus 2.5. They lose by 3. Penn State and St. John's under 146. Wasn't even close. Jackson State and VCU, we had the over 123. I think that finished at 120. So not really good. Close, but no cigar there. Holy Cross. My last Winnie Standing pick was up 5 at halftime. We had them plus 14.5. They lose by 15. Gotta love it. The Marius Binghamton game over 129.5 wasn't close. And then the Evansville SEMO game wasn't. It went over by a decent chunk. Western Kentucky, they started off as 3.5-point dogs. They finished as 2-point favorites, and they lose straight out by like 10. We had the over in that Air Force game. That one didn't even come close. And then I figured, you know what? Wyoming, a undefeated team going up against Arizona, another undefeated team. It's going to be a close game, right? No. I think that one ended up being a 30-point game. We had Wyoming plus 15. That one didn't work out. So those were the 9 losses. 8 wins yesterday. Copen State under. Cash. Chattanooga over. Delaware under. The University of North Alabama minus 7.5 cash. Lipscomb and Miami under. New Hampshire Bryant under. East Washington Colorado under. And then the over. The over 140 in that Weber State Washington State game. So overall, it was an 8-9 day. So it was a losing day, but it was 8-9. It's not like it was a bad day. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better. But 15-13 day, up 100, up 1.5 units. So can't complain about that. And we keep on rolling in college basketball. So it's fine.
All right, Terry, how was your day yesterday?
It was 9-9, up half a unit. So nothing to run home about, but 5 winning days in a row. So that's good. NBA, I went 2-2. Charlotte, there was like a minute. What was it like? There was like a minute and a half left, and Charlotte was at like 98 points, and I needed them over 104, and it just looked like I had no chance of winning that. But they got to 106, and or they got to 105, sorry, and they cashed for me, so that was good. Golden State, however, I had their first half, and they just let they were missing so much. Like I was actually watching the game, and it was like miss, and it's like, oh my gosh, like when you're on the team total over and all you're seeing is like missed threes, missed twos, it's like, so unfortunately, 2-2 in NBA, but 9-9 day, up half a unit, I'll take it.
There you go.
Yeah, can't complain with profit.
Yep. Let's go over the chat, say hi, and then go over to and then start going through all the games. I know we have 3 games in the NBA, and then we have how big of a NHL slate do we have to go through?
10 games.
Oh God. All right. No, I'm kidding. But let's go to the chat. Say hi. First one in chat. Let's go. Guy who wins money. He always seems to be in whenever Terry's on a show, so that kind of works out. Like and subscribe. These guys do great work. Appreciate that. Also, another basketball overtime last night. Denver versus Pelicans plus 1,100.
Man, he be playing draw plays in the NBA. That's props right there.
That's crazy. Nice work, dude. Okay, Omar finally had an average day. He went 5-5. Pacers, yep. Rockets, yes. I was so close to putting that one on my card. Cavs, who I believe I want to make sure this is correct before I say it. Cleveland Cavaliers are the most profitable team in the NBA. 19-7 against the spread this year. There you go. I just wanted to point that one out there. With their win and with Golden State not covering last night, they are now the number 1 team against the spread. Pistons plus 6. There you go. That one went to overtime. Hornets plus 7. Those are your wins. Good. Bucks, I was on the Bucks too. Pelicans, I was on the over in that game. Grizzlies minus 4. I was on them too. Magic wasn't even close. And Warriors. Yeah, there was no way I was laying with the Warriors there. So That's kind of how that one goes. But hey, a 5-5, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. 2 NHL Puck Lines tonight. Who you got? Jets and Wild, maybe? I know one of those is correct. What up, Earle Bros? What up? What up? What up? Mike Lennon.
Boo.
Boo. Not kidding. Hi, Mike Lennon. How you doing today? What's up, fellas? What's up, Dre? Welcome to the stream. Memphis and the Bucks messed up my parlay. Yep, mine too. I did put together a 6-leg parlay last night, and I went 4-2 on it, so didn't do anything. Loving a few college basketball plays. Yeah, for a 13-game slate, me and Nick still managed a way to find 8 plays, so that's kind of interesting. But Islanders money line or Oilers, what do you all think?
We'll get into this.
Yeah,
we'll get into those in a little bit. I said I liked Bucks first half yesterday. There you go. Good call on Charlotte. Oh yeah, by half a point. Rough day for B-ball, but all my hockey hit. Can't wait for Friday NHL card. So much juice. There you go. Today I got the Jazz, Lakers, Spurs, and the under 54 in the Steelers game. I will tell you, I'm against you on 2 of those basketball plays.
And where did you get 54 on the Steelers game? Yeah.
Xavier was a lock. There's no such thing as a lock. Dallas messed up my parlay. The Stars. Seton Hall. Under. I believe we just have the under in that game. Denver, Sacramento, Wizards come through. There you go. Memphis. Yeah, they did. I did. I liked Holy Cross. Didn't work out. By the way, just cashed map 1 for Copenhagen Flames. Nice little Counter-Strike action to start the day. Anyways, that was a gift after seeing the game in Arizona. Which one? I'm missing something?
I don't know.
Okay. Can't wait for Tampa, Toronto. Hell of a game.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
Terry, who you like tonight? He'll go over it in a minute.
No, he asked if you like the Wild tonight. I think that's a stupid question. We don't say there's stupid questions here, but that's a stupid question.
That's kind of a stupid question. Arizona plays Illinois next. Should be a war. Yes, it should. That's why I hate totals unless I really love it. True. Hello, Wild.
That's my nickname. That's a
fair enough.
PlayStation friend of mine.
I will stop doubting the Cavs. Made a few bucks the season off of them. But, okay, Cavs have been my favorite team to bet on in the NBA. They've been my favorite team all year. I wear my Cavs jersey more than any other jersey in my collection at this moment. So, go Cavs. And I love this. I will say I was not a fan of the Cavs team that was with LeBron. This new Cavs team, love it. Mike Glennon cleared concussion protocols. Okay, good. At least your head's in the right place now. But what do you say, guys? Should we head into some NBA? Go over that for a little bit? We got 3 games.
I guess.
Unfortunately, none of the teams that Terry loves, but
yeah. We'll start it off here. We got the Utah Jazz at the Philadelphia 76ers in this one here. The Jazz 2.5-point road favorites, total of 217 in this game. Utah comes into this game 17-7 overall, 13-11 against the spread, 13-11 over under. They're 8-3 away from home. When we have the Philadelphia 76ers coming in 14-11, they're 11-13-1 ATS. They're 9-14-2 over under. They're 5-5 this year at Wells Fargo Center. Where are you looking at for this one, Tim?
Yeah, both of these teams are on a second leg of a back-to-back. We'll mention that one real quick. Jazz took care of business last night against Minnesota. Philadelphia, real quick, Utah took care of business is a nice way of putting it. I think they won by like 30. They won by 32 last night. So I guarantee most of their starters did not play into that fourth quarter that much. On the other side, Philadelphia had a hard-fought game versus the Hornets, which I thought was going to go into overtime for a little bit. And we figured we'd get another type of game like that. Wasn't quite there, but it was still a very tough game for them. Utah does travel from From Minnesota to Philly. It's not that far of a trip. It's still a couple hours, but it's not that far. I'm going to go with Utah on this one. I think they get the job done. Philly off a second leg of a back-to-back. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe somebody sat from that Philadelphia side. So Utah, I got him at -2.5 up on the site. So there you go, Utah.
Yeah, this was one I passed on. I had this game handicapped around Utah -2, and it's 2.5. So no value on it here for me to get involved with. So this one was an easy stay off. I do have plays on the last two games, though.
That's fair. And Terry, I'm guessing you don't. Do you have anything in the NBA tonight?
I do now. Utah -3. I just looked at. I kind of completely forgot to look at the NBA. I'll admit it. I completely forgot to look at it. I just saw it was 3
It's okay,
games.
the NBA is trash anyway.
Hey,
so
hold on.
I didn't look at it last night, but yeah, Utah has been winning. So is Philly, but look who Philly's been playing. Charlotte, Orlando, Atlanta, Boston. So Atlanta, Boston are okay, but
Boston's beat up. Atlanta hasn't been playing as well. Charlotte's without Ball and Rozier. No, they haven't been playing anybody good.
Although Utah faced Minnesota, Cleveland, Boston.
Cleveland's good.
New Orleans, yeah. So, I don't know. Utah looks like the better team, and they've won me money in the past. And if Tim's on them, then I'm going to tail. So I am completely tailing you on that play, and I'm going to jump on Utah.
All right. No pressure. No pressure at all. Okay, cool. All good. We'll go to the chat. Jazz money line. I think I would just play the 2.5 3 points. I think that's a little bit too getting up there with juice.
145.
140. I guess that's all right. 150 is kind of like my absolute max. So there you go. NBA has been a circus lately. Yes, it has, but I've still been decently profitable in it. Don't forget about Thursday Night Football.
I typed it in for after NFL or for after NBA.
Yep, there we go. We'll go over that afterwards. I forgot to bet that one too. Thank you. Sixers on a back-to-back. I could see them keeping it close in the first half and then getting blown out of the gym. Keep in mind, both teams are on a back-to-back. Both teams. I think they forgot about football. Nope, we're going to go into that after the NBA. This game is a setup Utah loss. Whatever you say. Agree. NHL over NBA? No.
Yes.
No. Tim likes the Vikings. How did you know that? Oh, yeah, I did a free pick video on picks and parlays for it. That's right.
And I did a free pick on it.
I honestly forget what I do sometimes. I forget what I do sometimes with those free pick videos. Because sometimes I with those games, because the games are assigned. So sometimes I'll get like a college football game and I'll look at it for like 10 minutes before the thing and I'll be like, okay, I like this. I'll go over it and do that. So sometimes I forget what games I'm even doing for picks and parlays, but you haven't been digging in. Yeah, I understand that. I've just been involved in NBA all year. Sup, guy? GM, good morning. Supness. All right, we're good. We can start the stream. Good to go. With H, Tim, whatever. Yeah, with whatever. Oh, you're with me? Okay, fair enough. I think I understand that. Dan, thanks for the under in college basketball. I'm guessing you're talking about the Lipscomb-Miami game that I put out randomly yesterday. Yep, there you go. Cashed it. Yeah, that one was easy. We'll move on, though.
Yeah, we have the Los Angeles Lakers at the Memphis Grizzlies in this next one here. Lakers now 4-point road favorites in this game. We have a total of 223.5. Looking at these two teams, the Lakers come into this game 13-12 overall. They're 9-16 ATS. They're 14-10-1 over under. They're 4-5 on the road. Memphis 14-11, 15-10 ATS, 13-12 over under. They're 8-6 at home this year. Where are you looking at for this matchup?
Yeah, remember how I mentioned Cleveland is the best team against the spread? Yeah, the Lakers are the worst team in the NBA against the spread this year. They're the only ones without double digits in wins against the spread, 9-16 this year. So if you've been fading the Lakers, like me, you've been cashing in and you've been hitting at 64% fading the Lakers this year against the spread. And I'm not holding back now. I'm going Memphis in this one. I'm just going to keep riding it. I don't like backing the Lakers, and it's proven nicely for me this year. I know Memphis is on a second leg of a back-to-back, but you never know with the LeBron and AD garbage that goes back and forth there, whether or not they're playing or not. So I'm just taking Memphis. I know they're on the second leg of a back-to-back. They've been hot. They did win, 5 games in a row before last night. So this is a team that's playing really good since they lost John Morant. I expect to bounce back tonight against the Lakers. Give me the Memphis Grizzlies. I will say, I mentioned during the show last night, the NBA shooting hoops with Lenny. The spread was at a 3. I said wait until overnight and get it in the morning at +4. And guess what the line is right now? It's at a 4. Because welcome to the Laker tax, where the Lakers line is always inflated because everybody loves to bet LeBron. Give me the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, I'm on the same spot here, and I want to go even further and say Memphis money line half unit play as well in this game. I took them +3.5 and then I'm +142. I want to say because I had this game marked at Memphis -3. The wrong team's favored in this game. You get Memphis at home against the Lakers, getting points and plus money. I'm all over that. Give me the Grizzlies in this spot. This is probably one of my favorite plays of the day.
Yep. Anything for you, Terry?
Yep, Memphis +4. Let's make it I don't know what the word is. I'm trying to think.
Official play.
A sweep. Let's make it a sweep. The 3 of us. We're all on Memphis now. Yeah, Memphis has looked pretty good. And Lakers are Lakers. But
Yep.
Memphis is playing back-to-back, but it's both at home. So it's not like they had to travel at all. They're still at home. So, yeah, Memphis +4 looks pretty good. I'm going to take it.
I like it. Back to the chat. I wish the NHL got more recognition. They're on ESPN now. What more do you want? Yes. Yeah, okay, the Lipscomb game. Got it. Under 223 in that Laker game. I don't mind it just because Memphis is on a second leg of a back-to-back, and the Lakers might want to keep it a little bit slower. Lakers rest starters tomorrow. Let's see. Who do they face tomorrow? OKC. Yeah, I could definitely see that one. I will, looking at that, once the line comes out, I'm going to grab OKC plus whatever points I can get, knowing that the Laker guys will probably sit tomorrow, either LeBron or AD or both. So I want to probably, whenever that line comes out, I'm jumping on it and probably just putting it up as a free play up on Picks and Parleys so that I can get the best line on that to begin with. Thanks for pointing that out now. But, yeah, I really do like that spot tomorrow. Plus, Oklahoma City is the 4th best team against the spread this year. There you go. You still backing up Memphis after yesterday's loss? You bet. Pulling it up. Let's ride with Memphis, baby. Let's ride. Let's get it. That's one of my 20-something NBA jerseys. Lakers should be fully rested, but I do believe in the auto fade. Grizzlies to the house. Grizzlies all. Yep. Russell put up 54 points last night. Oh, that night before. Yeah, I know. I got you. Who was that against? Holy crap! Did he actually put up that many? It was against the Clippers. It's against the Celtics. I'm not really that impressed. Never mind. It's clear the Vikings need to fire Zimmer, and for me, it has been clear for a while. I think they need a much more offensive-minded coach. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, whenever you lose
coach that knows how to coach.
Whenever you lose to the the Lions, yes, you're probably going to need that.
Yeah. Plus, I believe Zimmer only has a positive record in the preseason.
There you go.
He was going every odd year he'd be good, and every even year he'd be bad. It was off and on for a while. But I feel like he's too comfortable. He's too comfortable there.
I think the Mike Zimmer is the Mike Tomlin of the NFC, except for the Pittsburgh Steelers won't fire Tomlin.
Yeah. Well, Vikings haven't fired Zimmer yet, but I think Zimmer and Spielman, the GM, he needs to go too. I think they need to completely clean house. That's my opinion, though.
Well, yeah, when they suck as long as they do, that's kind of the deal. But keep on rolling. You guys are crazy. Lakers win. They can win. They won't cover. Little sprinkle. Yep, on the money line. You guys are wilding for that one tomorrow. Gonna bash y'all. Hey, at the end of the day, it's one play. And that's all it is. It's one play. I'm gonna have 25 plays today. I don't care about one play. So if you want to bash us in about it, go ahead. That's fine. Fading the Lakers this year has been cashed. Exactly. I don't care. I'm just going to follow the numbers. And the numbers are saying the Lakers suck against the spread this year. I don't know. 9-15 being the 30th best team in the league, which out of 30 teams, no. Lakers are not a team I want to back. Nougats, yes. I'm on the Nougats. I'm a ride you train, Tim. Let's get it, Omar. Lakers money line under 223. Correlate it. If you like the Lakers side, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. Vikings going nowhere with Cousins. Cousins is a good quarterback.
I think Cousins is a little underrated. People are way too easy to shit on him, to be completely honest. Like, he's an okay quarterback. He's, don't get me wrong, he's not a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. No, he's a playoff caliber quarterback though.
Mm-hmm. He's playing better this year. I'll give him that. But the one thing I didn't like about is he took it was some kind of penalty or something, and he's like, "Oh, I just play here." Like, he doesn't want to take any leadership. He doesn't. He is the quarterback. He's the leader of the locker room, but he doesn't act like it. And him and Zimmer are fighting back and forth, and they don't like each other. Like, he didn't get his COVID shot, and then they didn't like each other before that. And it's a mess.
You like that?
Yeah.
Steelers money line.
No.
I'm not interested in the Steelers money line. The thing is, we'll go over that game in a minute. Because I have an whole explanation for it too. One last game, Nick.
Yeah. And then we get to move on to the good stuff. Denver Nuggets are at the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs 2-point home favorites here against the Nuggets. Total of 216 in this game. Nuggets coming into this one 12-12. They're 10-14 ATS this year. They're 12-12 over under. And they're 5-8 away from Ball Arena. On the other side, we have San Antonio, who is 8-15 this year, 13-10 ATS. They're 10-11-2 over under, and they're 4-7 this year at AT&T Center. Where are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, I will say this Spurs team is they're good against the spread. I think 13-10 against the spread. Out of their 13 wins, three of them won were when they were favorited. And the times that they won while they were favorited against Sacramento as 1-point favorites, fair enough. Against Orlando as 4.5-point favorites in the beginning of November, and then the first game of the year against Orlando. Other than that, every single game that they've covered was all when they were dogs. They are not dogs today. And I cannot trust a San Antonio team as a favorite. They have been very inconsistent this year. They don't win games when they're favorites, or they don't cover when they're favorites. I know it's only a 2-point spread. I'm on the Nuggets today. I know the Nuggets are on a second leg of a back-to-back, but this team is starting to learn, hey, we need to start performing soon because they're 12-12. They're like mid-pack. I don't know. They want to get up to that spot that they need to, and so that when Jamal Murray comes back, they could really try to make a postseason push. They're currently 8th in the West. That's not a spot that they want to be in. So I'm grabbing Denver. I think they get the job done today. I know it's a second leg of a back-to-back, but I think Nikola Jokic really pushes it over the edge, brings in that MVP mentality, and goes. So Denver +2 and the money line.
Yeah, I'm on the exact same play there. I had this game power ranked at Nuggets -1. So the wrong team's favored in this game, in my opinion, even in San Antonio. So yeah, I like the Nuggets here as well.
Anything for you, Terry?
Just looking at this, Denver lost 6 in a row, and then now they're on a 5-game or they're on a 7-game road trip, but this is game 6. And they've gone win, loss, win, loss, win, and now it would be their loss spot. Playing on a back-to-back on the road, 7-game trip. I'm tempted to take San Antonio, but they're a bad team, so it's going to be a pass for me. But
fair enough.
I couldn't get to Denver.
Those churros. Who are the churros? What do you mean? Denver first half. I like Denver. Yeah, that's fine. Morning, fellas. Do you think Steelers win tonight? But I'm taking the points. We'll go over that in just a minute. I like Spurs. Denver on a back-to-back. The Joker went to extra time with Pelicans. He has out. Yeah. No, I think he'll be fine. Because you got to keep in mind that they didn't really – what did they play? Who did they play again? New Orleans. They went from New Orleans to San Antonio. It's not really that bad of a trip. I know San Antonio is coming in rested, but I think the Nuggets are overall the better team than the Spurs. I think they get the job done. But that's just obviously, still, it's just one play. If it loses, it loses. Nuggets have been overperforming lately. I think it catches up to them. What? They've been overperforming? I would like to know how are they overperforming? They are 3-7 their last 10. If that's overperforming, you think that they're on the Houston level? I don't know. No, they've been underperforming. They've been garbage lately. No, they lost to Orlando on the 1st of this month. I don't know about you. That is not overperforming.
I want to compare them to Houston though. Because Houston's going to win the NBA title. Have you seen them last 7 years?
Houston is the hottest team in basketball right now. I will give them that. But no, they're not going to win the entire thing. As fun as a story as that would be.
They're not even going to make the playoffs, but they're playing well for sure.
Spurs money line.
I can see
that's
it.
Fair.
I'm not betting it.
The thing is, I'm not going after the Spurs as favorites. That's the big thing. They've won three games as favorites this year. So bad matchup against the Joker. Nugs all night. Yes. Spurs at 4-7. Nuggets 4-8 away. Okay, that's one stat. Okay. Yes, Murray should be back later on in the year, so that should be helpful. Not tonight. And then Michael Porter Jr., yeah, he's out for the year, but we'll see. It's going to be Bulls versus Cavs last night. Spurs win for sure. I don't know. I don't think of that. Well, we'll see. We'll come back. The game has to be played tomorrow. That's just my thoughts on it. Take the Lakers. It's December. That statistic means absolutely zero to me. I like all 3 games to go over, but screw NBA today. Fair enough. Imagine Rockets do win. Rockets are on a 7-game winning streak after going and losing 16 in a row. This is a streaky team. You never know. Utah money line, my only play. Fair enough. I like that Utah play. I know a lot of people in the chat have brought up this game. Let's jump into it, Nick.
Yeah, Thursday night football matchup here from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Minnesota Vikings in this one here. Vikings 3-point home favorites, a total of 43.5 in this spot. Steelers come into this game 6-5-1. They're 5-7 against the spread. They're 4-8 over under. They're 2-3 away from home. On the other side, we have Minnesota, who are 5-7 this year, 6-6 against the spread, 7-5 over under, 3-2 at home this year. I believe last week the Minnesota Vikings suffered a loss and gave the first win to the Detroit Lions last week. This is also the first game this season that the Minnesota Vikings did not lead by at least a touchdown in. So that was kind of an interesting fact as well. We'll start with Terry here. We know you're a Vikings fan. Where are you looking at for this matchup?
I have no official picks as of right now. Adam Thielen is out, so he is not playing. It does look like Cook is going to be in for Minnesota. I'm thinking about going right back to Jefferson to score a touchdown like I did last on Sunday. I feel like with Thielen out, Cousins is probably going to target Jefferson even more. And plus 110 for him to score a touchdown is not horrible at all. So no official play for me yet. I still need to look into this a bit more and make my final decision. But check my Twitter later, and I'll have something for this game. But as a Vikings fan, it's tough being a Vikings fan right now because they're not a good team. I do like that they're at home though, so that's why if I am going to go with Minnesota, the Vikings, it'll be because they're at home. Steelers aren't a good team either, so yeah, we'll see what happens.
Nick?
Fair enough. Yeah, looking at the spot for me here, I had this game handicapped at Vikings around -5.5, 6. My bad. I think this is a good buy low spot here for the Minnesota Vikings. They're coming off the worst loss of the season for I think any team in the NFL, losing last second against the Detroit Lions. It's going to be tough to truly beat that type of loss that the Minnesota Vikings had last week. And unfortunately, I was on the Vikings first half full game, so neither of those hit, they were one of my only losers, or they were part of a couple losers in my football last week. I think this is a great buy low spot for them right here. I like the -3. I would also lean towards probably a team total over here with Minnesota. I think they're still going to try to throw the ball. They are getting Cook back, which is going to help in the passing game a little bit as well because he does catch passes out of the backfield. So I'm going to be on the Vikings here, -3 points. I think this is definitely a nice spot for them to bounce back. Plus, we have Ben Roethlisberger and a veteran-laden Pittsburgh team on a short week, which we all know generally short weeks favor the home team. So for me, this is a Minnesota Vikings play -3. I think this is a play I do really like.
Yeah, I will say, I'm all over the Vikings, and this is going to be a spot where I'm actually going to pull up what the money is saying in this game because I'm just curious on seeing where
53% of the tickets, 57% of the money are on the Minnesota Vikings, 71% of the tickets, 95% of the money are on the over.
Oh, okay. I'm a little bit surprised on that. I'm a little bit surprised that a lot of money is on the Vikings. I would think it's the other way around. People would see the recency bias of Pittsburgh just beat Baltimore and Minnesota just lost to the worst team in football and go after Minnesota. That's a little bit surprising to me. I'm still on Minnesota. I got them at -3. I think it's a bounce back game for them. I know must wins doesn't mean that they're going to win. But this is definitely the definition of a must-win. This is a spot that they need to get this one, and yeah, the offense on that Pittsburgh team is not good. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to be on the Minnesota Vikings for this one -3. So there you go. A lot of comments after that one. Steelers team total under 20.5. Why not?
I don't hate it.
Yeah, you like the under in general in that game. That's fine. I don't think you're going to see much scoring in this one. Vikings win by 8+. I think so too. I do think so as well. Steelers can't score. No, they cannot. We've seen that in the past couple games. No, they cannot. Is a offensive line guy out for Minnesota? I don't know. I don't really know the offensive line people, so that's a good question. Also, give the points going with the Vikings. Oh, well, they're favorites, and I saw that you marked that your favorites. It's a must-win for Vikings. If not, someone's going to get fired before the end of the season. Somebody's going to get fired regardless. Iowa versus Iowa State. We have nothing in that game. It's one of the couple of games that we passed on. Over the total of 43. Hey, people are differing in the chat. That's fine. Lex says BRB, but before I go, Texas over. No. Under. We have it under, and under by a lot. Colgate we didn't touch, and Purdue -12.5. We like Purdue. But wait, there's more. Nashville and Islanders under 5.5 in regulation. Wild in regulation, and for the low price of $19.99, you get the under 6 in the Boston Bruins and the Edmonton Oilers game. Thoughts, guys?
We'll get to it later.
We'll get to
Sounds
it.
good. Want you Maine Steelers tied up with Lions? They on the same boat? No.
That was a couple weeks ago. They're coming off of a big win against the Ravens.
Yeah.
Much different situation.
You can't compare those two events. Big Ben, yes. The noodle arm. Steelers can't score. The Vikings should be able to get it. Jeez, a loss to the Lionless. Yeah, that's not a good loss for them. Cook, probable. I like Steelers plus points on the money line. No. Wild is a top play. We'll get to hockey now. We'll get to hockey. I know that's what these two guys have been waiting for. We'll go ahead and get to some hockey. And I think we started off in what will be probably the best matchup of the night. Tampa Bay Lightning in Toronto taking on the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs a 135 favorite in this game, total of 5.5. Terry, we'll start with you on this one.
Tampa Bay is 10-2-1 in their last 13. Toronto's 16-3-1 in their last 20. Tampa Bay's 3-1-1 in their last 5 in Toronto. So Tampa Bay has been able to win in Toronto. Tampa Bay is third in goals for on the road, and Toronto's third in goals against at home. So there's a lot of even. These two teams are pretty even. So for me, the draw, I'm on the draw, and also Hedman and Stamkos both to get assists. It's not a parlay. I like Hedman to get an assist and Stamkos to get an assist. Both of them have been lighting up assists. And we have two pretty good goalies in this game. Campbell is confirmed. So Campbell will be in net. But I still think 2-2 or 3-3, something like that. So the draw, Hedman to get an assist, and Stamkos to get an assist for me.
I like it. Nick, what are your thoughts on this one?
I'm on the Leafs in this spot here. I had this game priced around 140, 145. I got it personally at minus 123. The Leafs have been playing some really good hockey as of late. I'm trying to get these numbers here. They actually have gone over in 5 straight games as well. It's one thing I've noticed. But they've won. They won against the Columbus Blue Jackets, which did snap a 2-game losing streak. But previous to that, they had won 5 straight games. They've put up at least 3 goals in 8 straight games, 3 against the Isles, 6 against LA, 4, 5, 3, 3, 3, and 5. So they have been putting up at least 3 goals per game. And if you wanted to lay a little bit of juice, their team total over 2.5 is a minus 160, which actually has a little bit of my attention here. Even at that price, I think that they get at least 3 goals against this Tampa Bay Lightning team. Vasilevsky's been good this year, but he's not been true Vasilevsky level that we kind of expected heading into the season to someone who is that much of a favorite to win the Vezina Trophy. And I think a better Vezina Trophy candidate's the one he's going up against in Jack Campbell. I really like what Campbell's done this year. He's definitely in the top 3 for Vezina Trophy. I've been saying this. My top 3 right now is Jack Campbell, Jacob Markstrom, and Igor Shesterkin, not in a specific order there. I don't know if really any others are in top 3. I know you mentioned Ottinger. Still need to see more from him. But I like what Campbell's done with his starting goalie role in Toronto. He's really taken it and ran with it, especially with Mrazek being out this year. So far, I think Mrazek's played all of 3 games with Toronto. So I'm going to be on Toronto here. And I was tempted on laying the minus 160 and adding team total over 2.5 as well. I think they light up the lamp at least 3 times tonight against Vasilevsky.
Wow, that's a bold take against a former Vezina Trophy winner. So, no, I'm kidding. Go back to the chat. KJ Osborne over. What is he?
The Viking.
Oh, okay. I like hockey. Don't drool over it. Yeah, Nick does. This is the first time they play this season, Toronto versus Tampa. Yes, it is. There you go.
They're division
keep
rivals.
on rolling. Yes, they are. But we'll go and jump into the next game, the Chicago Blackhawks, which are, I think, Terry's favorite team, going up against the Montreal Canadiens. Blackhawks around a 125 favorite in this game, total of 5.5. Nick, we'll let you start for this game.
Yeah, this game, looking at this spot here, 1 second.
Stop it. Get some help.
There's my 1-800-GAMBLER of the day. And I also have 3 words for this as well. It's dog or pass for me. I had this game priced at around a pick'em, and this game started around a pick'em, and then within like 10 minutes of the line being posted, it went from pick'em -105 to Chicago -125, -130. So it would be a lean towards the Canadians here at that +115 price. They were competitive in their last game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. That was such a heartbreaking game if you're a Montreal Canadiens fan. They were up for a while and they couldn't even come up with a point in that game. They gave up a goal with 30-something seconds left in regulation to Tampa Bay. They've lost 4 straight games, but if there's any time to get right, it's against the Chicago Blackhawks team, who are coming off of a 6-2 loss versus the Rangers. They were competitive throughout that game. They had a 2-1 lead. They were tied 2-2 heading into the third. And, of course, they give up 4 goals in the third period to the Rangers. So not particularly what you wanted to see there. I was on the under and the Blackhawks in that game. Both were losers. But, this was a spot where it's just dog or pass for me. I want nothing to do with this game, though.
That's fair. Terry, tell me how much you love the Blackhawks.
Unfortunately, for the first time all season, I'm betting the Blackhawks here. Chicago's won 6 in a row in Montreal. 5 of the 6 they won by 2 or more goals. Chicago's going win-loss right now, and they are off a loss. Montreal has won 2 of their last 12 games. 2 of their last 12 games. As much as I don't know. I have to take Chicago here. Chicago money line. I'm also on Jones to get an assist.
I like that.
And DeBrincat to get an anytime goal. DeBrincat has 14 goals already, leading the team in goals. I see a Chicago win, and I see a DeBrincat goal with a Jones assist, and that's how I see it. And trust me, I'm not a Blackhawks fan. When Tim is saying that, it's because of how much I actually hate the Blackhawks. As a Wild fan, I hate the Blackhawks with a passion. I don't even call them the Blackhawks. I call them something else, but we won't get to that. Anyways, the fact that I'm on them, the fact that I'm betting on them should tell you something.
Tell you something.
So, yeah.
So what you're saying is your entire bankroll on the Chicago Blackhawks tonight. Got it. Well, Mike Lennon says the Blackhawks, so I guess if we don't say it enough, then Mike Lennon saying it might change everybody's mind. Play Chelsea Dagger. Nobody? Okay, cool. It wasn't just me. This is a 100% 1-800-GAMBLER game. Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough. Blackhawks under, Ducks over. We'll get to the Ducks game next. We'll go ahead and move on. This one's essentially a pick'em. Ducks and Columbus, the Blue Jackets, -107 on the Ducks side. Total 5.5. We'll let Terry start with this one.
Oh, Mike Lennon said it's the Hawks goal song.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anaheim is 3-0-2 in their last 5 games. So their only 2 losses came in overtime. They've been playing just amazing, Anaheim. Even in the beginning of the season, Minnesota faced them twice, and very close games. I think we won by 1 both times. And people are like, "Oh, why aren't you destroying Anaheim? Why is Anaheim keeping up with you guys?" Well,
because they're a thorn in team sides.
Yeah, if you look at it now, the reason why is because they're a good team. They've got a lot of young youth and definitely a lot of talent. Columbus is 13-11 on the year, but they're 9-3 at home. So I've been backing Columbus at home. They play great at home, not so much on the road. Anaheim is 2-1-2 in their last 5 trips to Columbus. Anaheim is 8th in goals scored on the road, and Columbus is 4th in goals scored at home. So I definitely do see goals in this. Both teams can score. And I tossed and turned with this one for a while, but I'm going with the draw. I'm also going with Zegras over 0.5 assists, and then Anaheim money line. This Anaheim team is playing so well. Even though I am betting for it to go to overtime, so I think it's going to be very close. But I think Anaheim gets the win.
There you go. Nick, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, my thoughts on I like your Zegras thing. We just need to take a second to admire this real quick. Now that we're able to talk about the Ducks, this little bit of hockey porn right here real quick. That's just beautiful. I needed to bring that one up before I broke down this game because I love the Ducks. I'm on the Ducks money line here. I got it yesterday when the line first dropped at plus 103, and this line shot up to minus 107. So I like the Ducks in this spot. These are two teams that are heading in, I think, the opposite directions. We have Anaheim coming in off of a nice little shutout win, and they've received points in their last 5 games. There are only 2 losses in their last 5 games for both shootout losses to Calgary and Washington. So those were 2 teams that, I mean, those are good teams. Calgary and Washington, 2 teams I'm very high on. And they went to a shootout against both. They beat Vegas 6-5. I mean, this is a team that's been playing much better. And then we're looking on the opposite side here with Columbus, who is finally, like what I was saying in the beginning of the season, coming back down to earth. I think this team, even at 13-11, is going to finish last in the Metro Division. This is not a good Columbus team. Merce Leakins is going to take a step back, and Korpisalo is not a good backup goalie. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games. Their only win was against San Jose, which San Jose is not that great of a team either. And I think these are 2 teams heading in the opposite directions. Out of Pick'em, give me the Ducks here.
There you go. There you go.
It is more Zickens than that as well.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
How about thoughts on going Anaheim Ducks puck line? I think that was that was quite nice, juicy. Where's that line? It was
plus 215.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Give me a minute on that one.
Columbus's losses. So Nick did say the Columbus has lost 5 of 6, but they were all on the road. The one game they did play at home, they won. So this is a huge road and home split team. That if they're on the road, you definitely do want to fade them. Like if this was in Anaheim, I'd be on the Anaheim puck line, 100%.
Yeah.
But because it's in Columbus, I think it's a close game. So that's why I'm on the draw. But we'll see what happens.
That's fair. That's fair. Just figure out, throw it out there.
Plus 215, though, it's hard to argue.
True. Don't you bet European football? We do not.
They have football in Europe? I thought they only have soccer in Europe. I totally just triggered
Yeah, probably. I will say, if you guys are interested in soccer, go to Facebook, the Morning Wood Sports Picks Facebook page. Let me go pull that up on my monitor and show that for you guys. Just real quick, because he mentioned it, and I don't like to leave people out in the cold, because some people want certain content. I'm going to push them towards another site. Morning Wood Picks and Parleys. This Facebook group, it's got over 1,000 members, and if you need people who do soccer, there's somebody on here, if I could find a post from her, named Tony Cobbs, and she is fantastic at soccer. You know, all you gotta do is put a post in there saying, "What do you guys got for soccer today?" And there will be a bunch of people that comment. So go over to the Morning Wood Facebook group, and just you can go ahead and talk soccer over there. Plenty of people will be over there that are interested in soccer. They'll be able to give you out good picks. They make some good money over there with some soccer bets. Did he just have a concussion? Who?
I think he's talking about Mike Lennon, because I think he was talking
Fair
about
enough.
I'm not sure.
They don't do, we don't, but go to the Morning Wood Facebook group. I advise of that. Plus, there's so many contests over there, so good luck. Blue Jackets win in overtime. I don't know. I think Carlos just comes in here just fade every single thing we say. I think that's just his whole goal. So we'll see. Need to check juice on the college football bowl. Gonna need game at the end of the stream. Ducks money line.
If you have any questions about bowl games, I've already got like 17 bet already.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the only one I have bet at the moment, East Carolina +3. Granted, that's a homer bet, and we're going to the game, but East Carolina, there you go. Military Bowl versus Boston College. That alley-oop pass, yo. I said draw as well. Now I'm playing it. There you go. OMFG.
Yeah.
Get it? Oh, that should have been a Disney movie. All I need to see, Ducks and Reg. There you go. Too risky. Really? Okay. The puck line, juicy for a reason. I know it's juicy. I just figure I'd throw it out there. My bud hit 3 NHL puck lines for $1,000 other day. There you go. There you go. Also, the GOAT also gives soccer picks. Yes, she does. Tony Cobb, soccer, 100%. See, people vouch for her. That's it. And Pedro Moore and Leg Show too. Yes. All of them are over on that Facebook group, so go check that out. Dad, I'm in the middle of a show. You should know that. Yeah, I know, right? Carlos has not. Yeah, I at the end of the day, it's fine. We're not worried about it because one of us will win, one of us will lose, and it'll change every single day. Tampa Bay, Toronto overtime. Down with that. Fade all bookies. We're not a bookie. We're not a bookie. We're handicappers. We're supposed to work together against the books. Screw the books. But anyways, Chicago versus Montreal. I believe Terry said Blackhawks.
Yeah, I'm on
so did Nick.
No,
Nick was leaning Montreal. I'm not gonna bet it, but I can't lay a price with the Blackhawks right now, and I had that game price around to pick them.
Fair enough. Hi, Dad. I saw you just tried to call me. All good. We'll go ahead and move on. We get the Nashville Predators in Long Island taking on the Islanders. Can the Islanders finally get their first win in their home stadium? This is going to be their 7th game there. To pick them, total of 5.5. Nick, Islanders, go.
Pass. I had this game priced around to pick them. It is a pick them. So, I mean, I'm not going to get involved in the game. I don't need to. And looking at this spot, as crazy as this might sound, I'm looking at an over in this game, potentially. Even with the Islanders playing the way they are, they finally put up some goals last night. Granted, it was against a team that's been playing nothing but overs all year long in the Ottawa Senators. But the Islanders have now put up at least 3 goals in 2 of their last 3 games. So this is a team that's starting to find their offense a little bit. They're getting healthier. The only ones they're missing now, I believe, are Pulock, Nelson, and Suzuki. So they're getting a decent amount of players back and contributing. One of those being Oliver Wahlstrom. He's looked pretty good, I believe, on that second line. And I've also seen, because I get notifications for all these guys, or for goals and stuff like that. I've also noticed we've been getting some good contributions from Kiefer Bellows as well. That was the other one. He's been performing pretty well as well. So if you're looking for some, as Ian Babano would call it, bargain bin goal scorer props, I don't mind Wahlstrom and I don't mind Bellows. If you're looking for a big score on one of those are probably 4 plus 400 plus 500 type of goal scorer props. But yeah, looking at this spot for me here, I'd lean towards an over in this game with the Isles. Also, the Predators have been going over more lately as well. I believe they've gone over in 6 of 7 in their last 6 of 7. So this would be an over or nothing for me here.
There you go. Terry, what about this one?
Well, Nashville's won 4 of their last 5 in New York. Obviously, this is a new stadium now. Also, Nashville scored 3+ goals in all 5 of their last 5 in New York. So I'm adding on Nashville team total over 2.5 minus 120. I think asking Nashville to get 3 goals against a team they played pretty well against, and they've scored 3+ in their last 5 meetings in New York. So I will take Nashville team total over 2.5.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I didn't hear anything you just said because I had to fix my headphones. I plugged in my my Bluetooth, not my Bluetooth, but my microphone just so I can have a little bit better.
Yeah, Kim in the chat, Kim Hatherley said, "Can he speak up a bit, please?"
Yeah, I figured they were talking to me because my mic wasn't plugged in, so I plugged that in. Whatever you said was probably good stuff, but I heard none of it besides Nashville team total over. So that works. Carlos Garcia would fade himself if he agreed with one of your picks. Probably. Predators puck line.
No,
not against the Islanders. Lean Predators, fair enough. Don't the Islanders need to score for an over to hit? They've been scoring.
I think
lately.
they will. And actually, I'm going to make that official. Give me over 5.5 at plus 120. Islanders and Predators.
There you go.
Because Saros may be questionable for this game as well.
Ooh, there you go. We'll keep on rolling because we got 6 NHL games left, and we've already been live for an hour. Detroit Red Wings and the St. Louis Blues. Blues are a 165 favorite. Total of 6. Where are you looking in this one, Nick? Or Terry. Sorry, Terry.
Yeah, Terry.
Oh.
Nick went first last time. Terry go first.
Did? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he went first for Islanders.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay. This is a draw. This is a draw spot, and it's a draw spot for the stats completely. It's a plus. What did I get it at? Plus 175 or something. I'm not sure. But
on my book right now, a draw would be plus 340.
A plus 340, yeah. Oh, I thought I wrote. I don't know. I'll see when it comes up in the scroll. I thought it was plus 370 for me, but let's see here. So St. Louis is 2-0-3 in last 5 at home versus Detroit. So 3 of the last 5 at home versus Detroit went to overtime.
There it is.
Yeah, plus 350. Okay.
There you go.
Detroit's 5-1-1 in their last 7 games. St. Louis 5-6-3 in their last 14. St. Louis has gone to overtime in 4 of their last 6 games. St. Louis. And Detroit has gone to overtime in 4 of their last 7 games. So both these two teams are going to overtime. In their last 5 meetings in St. Louis, 3 went to overtime. This is an overtime game. As someone that said in the chat, Blues have backup in. Yes, Charlie Lindgren is making the start.
Third string.
Yeah, I guess it would be their third string. A Husso update is expected tomorrow. John Gillies will back up Lindgren in today's game. So, there's that. I do like this Detroit team. And it's possible that I end up adding Detroit money line as well. Have to see who the goalie is, if it's Nedeljkovic or if it's Grace. But Detroit's not as good on the road as at home. So something else I'd look at, it wasn't up in my book yet, so that's why I didn't type it in. Moritz Seider over 0.5 assists. If that comes up, if it's available at your book, I would bet it. Probably like something like plus 140 or something. He's leading the team in assists, so that's definitely something I would look at.
I like that. Nick, thoughts on this one?
Yeah. One thing I've noticed with Detroit is they're scoring goals lately. They 4-3 win over the Kraken, 4-3 win over the Islanders. They did only put up 2 goals last game against the Predators, but this is a spot where you're getting the Detroit Red Wings, and also not to mention the Blues have gone over in 5 straight games as well, including going over 6.5 in back-to-back games. And this is a spot where I think we see goals again. I like the over 6 in this spot. I got it around plus 104. And I like the Red Wings in this game, plus 147, plus 150, whatever you guys can get it at now. They're going up against Charlie Lindgren, who I don't think's played a single game so far this season for the Blues. I think it's just been Binnington and Husso.
He came in late in the last game and stopped all the pucks that he faced. I don't know how many he faced. It just shows that he's a perfect goals against.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like a goalie coming in after an injury, like we saw that with Gorgiev the other night after Shesterkin gets hurt. It's kind of like when a quarterback gets hurt and the backup leads the team to a win because the other team has no game plan for the backup. I feel like that was like the case a little bit with Charlie Lindgren there. I feel like this is a spot where he's going to get absolutely lit up tonight, even without Tyler Bertuzzi in the lineup for Detroit. I won't talk you off of any props on. I know you said Cedar. I would also look at Lucas Raymond and Dylan Larkin as well. And Nemestikov as well is someone I could definitely look at as well. I think we see goals in this one here. Give me the Red Wings on the money line and give me over 6 in the spot.
There you go. Blues have backup in over in Blues game.
Yeah.
Over in this game?
I said over. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I pay attention to most of what you say. We'll go ahead and move on. Boston Bruins, Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton's a minus 120 favorite in this game. Total is 6. Nick, I believe we start with you on this one.
Yeah, this is a spot where we see Boston's coming in on a second half of a back-to-back on a Western Canadian road trip. And I think this is the second time I'm looking through all my plays. Yeah, this is the second time all season long that I'm saying I'm betting the Edmonton Oilers today. The Oilers have been a team that I feel like has been overvalued the entire year, even though they've performed pretty well so far this year. They are 16-8, but they're usually pretty juiced on the money line. And I think that's a reasonable price in this game. We get this Boston in a terrible situation where they're coming off of that shootout loss against Vancouver last night, and now they're playing an Oilers team, or I should call them the Edmonton Leon McDavids. But I mean, it's a very top-heavy team in Edmonton, but we've all known that. But I feel like this is a good spot for the Oilers to get a win here. I have them in regulation at plus 125. I won't talk you guys off of a puck line here. You can get their puck line at plus 185 for the Oilers tonight. I don't think that's a terrible play at all. I can see them putting up at least 4 goals past Linus Ullmark tonight. So I'm on the Oilers in regulation at plus 125, and I would lean towards the puck line as well as plus 185.
Sounds good. Terry?
No confirmed goalies yet for this game. Last I heard, Linus Ullmark was hurt, and they weren't sure if he was going to be if he's playing tonight or not.
It doesn't show anything. He was a full participant at Tuesday's practice.
Okay.
I was going to say RotoWire didn't say anything on an injury for Linus Ullmark.
Okay, so he should be good to go then today with Swayman in net yesterday. Swayman is the better Boston goaltender. So for me here, Edmonton's 3-1-1 in their last 5 at home versus Boston. Oilers have lost 3 in a row. McDavid was frustrated versus Minnesota. Edmonton has the best power play in the league. They have 5 power plays. 5
They didn't score once. That was very impressive, Minnesota there.
Yeah, some of those, I'll say one or two of those penalties shouldn't have happened. But the other 3 definitely. Foligno, what happened? Jordan Greenway was on the power play, and he kind of just fell over. And then it was going to be a breakaway for an Oilers player, Yamamoto. So Foligno hooked him and tripped him, but he had to do that. Sometimes there's penalties you have to take. And when a player was on a breakaway, nobody else near him, you gotta trip him. You can't let him go on that breakaway. So, Edmonton was frustrated. I'm on them to win tonight. I think they bounce back, especially at home. They're 9-3 at home this year. Boston playing last night. McDavid was pissed off. Watch him have a big night tonight. It's tough with McDavid props because his assist is 1.5, so he would have to get 2 assists.
It's the same thing with his points.
Yeah, goal scoring I might have to look at the goal scoring props, but we'll see. Edmonton money line for me.
I got an interesting goal scorer prop. I think he's only played a few games, but he's scored in 2 of his last 5. What about Evan Bouchard? Plus 400.
Great defenseman. That's great. That's pretty high. I try to stay away from the goal scoring. Like, I don't do as many goal scoring props. I go more with the assists, but
that's fair.
Yeah, he was just someone I was looking at there a little bit. I don't think he has a point prop No, he doesn't have a point prop, unfortunately. So it would just be a goal scorer prop at plus 400, which could be an interesting one. And also Yamamoto at plus 300. He almost had the breakaway last game. I think that's a potential spot at a little bit of a nice plus price.
There you go. Boston Bruins lost last night. Yeah,
Yes,
they did. Oilers money line. Run it. I lean Oilers game. For some reason, that died down. I can't fully trust the Oilers. Fair enough. Boston off a shootout loss last night. They should be slow versus this fast-paced Oilers team. Oilers money line.
If you think that, the last comment there, I got to play for you is the first period minus half a goal for Edmonton at plus 170.
There you go.
And that might be something I add to my card.
Oilers money line and under 6.
I don't know about an under. It's just for me. Unders in Edmonton games scare the crap out of me.
There you go. McDavid goal and McDavid over 1.5 points.
I will not talk you off a Connor McDavid goal as long as it's plus money and it's plus 110 on my book.
He's going to be pissed off.
And Leon Draisaitl is, let's see if I can get a number on him, plus 110 as well.
There you go.
I would definitely look at that. Either or both. If one of them scores, you cash, and odds are one of them is going to score because they were very pissed off.
Draisaitl over 2 points tonight is plus 125. 2+ points, plus 125.
That's not bad.
That's realistic. We'll go ahead and move on, though. Got 4 games left. Carolina, the Hurricanes are in Calgary taking on the Flames. Flames are on a 130 favorite in this game, total of 5.5. And Terry, we start with you in this one.
Well, this is we're going to have some differing opinions in this game, I think. But Carolina's 3-1-1 in their last 5 trips to Calgary. Carolina's 10th in goal scoring on the road, 3rd in goals against on the road. Calgary's 20th in goal scoring at home, 8th in goals against at home. Calgary's much more of a defensive team. Carolina's won 2 in a row, and it looks to me like they're out of their funk now. Calgary's coming home for the first time this month, so it's been a long road trip for them. I'm going Carolina money line at the plus money. I feel like this Canes team is going to start getting going again, and facing Calgary off a road trip, a team that they beat before, they've been able to beat. I like Carolina.
There you go. Nick, tell me why Calgary's the play.
I do like Calgary in this spot here. And it's mainly because I got him at minus 108 yesterday, about 3.5 minutes after the line dropped. This is a Calgary team that one thing I'm trying not to do this year is fade Jacob Markstrom, who is my pick for Vezina Trophy. He's 10-5-4, but a 1.83 goals allowed average, a 937 save percentage, and 5 shutouts. Calgary is number 1 in the NHL, only allowing 2.15 goals allowed per game, which actually, fun fact, these are the top 2 defensive teams in hockey because Carolina only allows 2.25 goals per game. So I will not talk anybody off of an under in this game as well because these are 2 well-performing goalies, and you're getting under 5.5 at minus 102. That may be a potential add to my card, either that or minus 110 for team total under 2.5 for the Hurricanes. Because I'm trying to remember the last time Markstrom gave up more than 2 goals in a game, other than maybe Vegas. Was it the Vegas game that he did? Yeah, he gave up 23 goals on 28 shots. But Markstrom is someone I'm looking to back here. I got him at minus 108. I don't know if I would get to the Flames now at minus 130. Because I do think that line's a little inflated now because that line has been bet up. So I'm going to stick with just Calgary at minus 108 the way I got it. I just don't know if I would get to it now.
That's fair. I was trying to see if I can get any player futures for the NHL, but
I can try to look on other books.
Because I was going to see where Markstrom is for, what do you call it?
I'm going to look on DK to see if they have anything there.
Yeah, because all we have is Stanley Cup. Ooh, I can get the Buffalo Sabres at plus 30,000.
Please stop.
Nah, I'm bust. Yeah, that's fine.
Turnsy in the chat.
I was about to say, I'm going over the chat now. Under overs, I stay away. I always get burned. Fair enough. Carolina Hurricanes puck line. Are you talking plus 1.5 or minus 1.5? Flames money line. Yep. Big boy bets for me today. Oilers and Islanders. Ooh, I like that Islanders play. Oh, I always like the Islanders. That's fine. What's up, Terry and the boys? What's up, Turnsy?
What's up, Turnsy? Nashville has won 4 of their last 5 in New York.
Yeah, but whatever.
I'd be careful with Islanders. I'm on Nashville team total over 2.5 in that game, but
yeah. But we're betting on your Wild though, so shush. Winnipeg at Seattle. Next game up. This one's close to a pick'em as well. Winnipeg around a 106 favorite in this game. Total of 6. And we go to Nick first for this game.
Yeah, one thing I did want to mention, I looked it up. I found it on DraftKings, these odds. Vezina Trophy, currently still the leader at 5-1 is Andrei Vasilevsky. Don't touch him. If I had to bet 3, I wish I can bet these right now. Unfortunately, it's not legal in my state. Igor Shesterkin at 750, Jack Campbell at 8-1, Jacob Markstrom at 12-1. One of those 3 are walking away with the Vezina Trophy this year. That's my those Jacob Markstrom at 12-1 is absolutely mind blowing right now to me, considering Sergei Bobrovsky's at the same odds. But looking at this game now, we'll talk Jets and Kraken, and this was one I just didn't get to. I had this game priced at a pick'em. It is a pick'em. We have also a Hellebuck who is a 14-1 to win the Vezina Trophy. But it'd be a lead towards the over for me here. Seattle's gone over in 4 straight games. We all know how Seattle's played towards the over so far this season. And then Winnipeg in their last 3 games have gone over in 2 of 3. The only game they didn't go over was a push and a 4-2 loss against Carolina. So I can expect some goals potentially in this game. At over 6 at pick'em, I don't hate that. Can't get to any team totals because they're both 2.5s and they're minus 150 and minus 160. So I think that's a little much for a team total there. So for me, this would be a lean towards over 6 at minus 105. If I had to get to a side, I guess I would lean Kraken at even money, but I'm not going to get to a side here. It'd be a lean Kraken, lean over, but no play here.
I will say I'm looking through because somebody in the chat mentioned Seattle with COVID issues. Mark Giordano.
He hasn't been in for a minute.
Oh, well, I just saw day-to-day COVID-19 protocols. Yeah, he hasn't been in since the 24th. Sorry. Nhl Puck.
He's on. Yeah, that's a Winnipeg defenseman. It's one of their top defensemen.
And that's pretty much all I see until I hit the $2,500 guys on DraftKings. So nothing significant there. So I don't see anything. 1-800-GAMBLER. I don't know. Seattle money line and the over 6.
That's where I would lean. Yeah, that's where I would lean.
Fair enough. And then Let's Go Wild Picks is saying smash the like button. He's a little crazy, but you should listen to him. That's fine.
Crazy.
Yeah, come on. We've seen the way you act in the group chat with Wild Games.
And you saw on the stream.
Terry, have you talked about the Kraken yet?
No, it's a pass for me. I'll keep it nice and simple. It's a pass.
Okay, that's fair. I know you just want to get to the next game, which is going to be the Dallas Star. No, the Minnesota Wild in San Jose taking on the Sharks. Wild around a 140 favorite. Total is 6. Nick, Terry, go first. Go ahead. Let me know how much money, what line, what picks you have on the Minnesota Wild today. Minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 12.5. What do you got?
This is a revenge game. Sharks beat Minnesota in Minnesota. One of our 2 losses at home was against the Sharks. The Wild have won 7 in a row, scoring 4+ in all but one, I think, of our last 10 games or something. I don't have the exact numbers here, but Minnesota's scoring a lot. 13th in goals for on the road, 10th in goals against. So our goals against on the road has actually been going up. San Jose is 26 in goals for at home, so right near the bottom, and 24th in goals against at home. So San Jose is not really playing very well at home. The Wild are 3-1-1 in our last 5 to San Jose. Most of those were last year. 4 of the games were last year and 1 the year before. This Wild team is for real. I'm a huge Wild fan. I'm not going to try to hide it or anything, but this team is for real. If you look at them, this team's for real. Minnesota money line, Minnesota in regulation, Minnesota team total over 3.5, and Kaprizov over 0.5 assists. Kaprizov assists being plus money still is just mind-blowing to me because he's getting a ton of assists. This Wild team is scoring. Unfortunately, my book only, when it comes to Minnesota, they give me 4 players for assists. It's either Fiala, Joel Eriksson, Zuccarello, or Kaprizov. So they don't give me more options. For some reason, Minnesota, those are the 4 that they give every game. So Kaprizov or Zuccarello. I want to talk you off Zuccarello either. But,
fair enough.
Yeah, I think Wild get the job done.
Well, of course you do. That's kind of your gig. You like the Wild. Nick, how about the Wild? We going Wild tonight with Terry?
Yeah, and I don't mind that Matt Zuccarello look there. He's gotten points in 5 straight games, and he's only minus 140 to get a point. But yeah, I mean, this is a Wild team. I've been starting to ride for a little bit here, and they've made me a little bit of money down the stretch. And we all know I have a futures on them at 18-1 to win the Stanley Cup. They're now at 14-1, so they've gotten a little bit better of value there. I think that this is a team. The only thing that truly worries me come playoff time with this Minnesota team is their special teams, because they are 26th in power play percentage at 14.8, and they are 19th in the NHL at 80.7 penalty kill percentage. But with that being said, their 5-on-5 numbers are that good to where they're 3rd in the NHL with 3.72 goals scored per game. I believe the only teams they trail in that are, Florida and Colorado. This team averages more goals per game than the Edmonton Leon McDavid. So, I mean, this is a really good offense that we're seeing out of Minnesota, and especially as of late, they've put up at least 4 goals in 6 straight games, and 7 of their last 8. 9 of their last 10, they've put up at least 4 goals. The only time they didn't was a 3-2 shootout win versus New Jersey. So this is definitely a spot here where I'm going to continue to ride this Minnesota Wild train. You can get also their team total at 3.5 at plus 110. I'm going to add that to my card as well. The way this Wild team is playing. Also, it's going to be Adin Hill in net. RotoWire has that confirmed. So I'm going to go with the over as the team total over as well for Minnesota. I think this is a great spot for them tonight. This is a team that I've not really liked in the San Jose Sharks so far this season. So I'm going to be on Minnesota Wild on the puck line. I got that at plus 170, and team total over 3.5 at plus 110.
How is that team total over 3.5 plus money?
I don't know. Because I really don't.
Bookmakers, someone said, or I think it was Mike Lennon, that the NHL deserves more respect or more
recognition.
More recognition. But bookmakers don't pay attention to the NHL, especially right now. There's no way Minnesota's team total over should be plus money. I'm not arguing.
Exactly.
I'm taking it. But
no, I'm betting it. Yeah.
I don't understand how.
Hey. Whatever works. Go back to the chat, and then we got one more game to go over. Draw.
No.
First period over in Wild game. Why not? Wild been scoring. Well, that's because you will hammer all your team props.
Turnsy, you look at Bet365 and they probably still give you just those four players. If they let you bet more players and if they're just blacklisting me, then I'll be really pissed off. But yeah.
Fair enough.
Although,
So what Terry is saying is bet your whole life savings on the Wild. Doing that now. Throw $3,000 on the Wild, and
if you did that on your last 7 games,
if you haven't, take a shot at them 14-1 to win the Stanley Cup. I got him at 18.
I got him at 18-1. I got him at 18-1 to win the Cup. $1 to win $18. So let's do this. Who's in net for San Jose?
Adin Hill confirmed. He wasn't in practice, and they asked the coach. They're like, "Oh, what's going on?" They're like, "Oh, we're just resting him, but he will be in net for today." And Reimer is coming back soon, but not yet.
Fair enough. Dallas and the under. We'll go. Oh, that's the last game of the day. Final NHL game of the day. Dallas Stars in Los Angeles facing off against the Kings. Total of 5.5. Dallas around a 115-120 favorite. To finish it off, we're going back to Terry first.
Jake Ottinger. Nick mentioned earlier before the show we were talking a little bit, and he's 5-0-0 this year, .951 save percentage, and a 1.41 goals against average. He's been just amazing this year. Dallas has won 6 in a row in Los Angeles. Dallas has won 9 of their last 11 games, and will look to rebound after last night's blown lead. Los Angeles is 2-5-3 in their last 10 games. So for me, it's Dallas money line. I think they bounce back. I think Ottinger has a good night. I'd look at the under or even Los Angeles' team total under. I just see this as a good bounce back spot for Dallas in a building that they know how to win in.
There you go. Nick, tell him why he's wrong.
I'm just leaning towards where I see line value. I had this game priced around a pick'em, especially with Dallas traveling on a second half of a back-to-back. Granted, I know they're only going from Vegas to LA, which is not a far trip, but it's still traveling nevertheless. And I feel like this is a bad spot here, because usually on road trips, the second games for whatever reason are flat spots, because the first game you're on the road. You're just getting on the road, you're fine. And then the second game I've noticed is a little bit more of a flat spot for some teams. Plus, we're getting them on a second half of a back-to-back. And one kind of goalie that has gone a little under the radar this year. How about Jonathan Quick this year? He's 5-5-3. Granted, the record's not great. 227 goals allowed average and 926 save percentage. He's actually not looked half bad this year, which is kind of surprising, because heading into the year, I thought Cal Peterson was going to be that number one goalie for LA, and he very well might be come down the stretch of the season. But Jonathan Quick has kind of reversed his career a little bit a couple of years, it feels like, the way he's been playing this year. And I think that under is also a decent look in this game, but I got the Kings at plus 112. Under 5.5 at -125. I won't talk anyone off of. These are two teams that I think are going to trend to the under. This game has 3-2 written all over it. So lean towards the under. Might add that to my card later in the day. If both Quick and Ottinger are confirmed, I might add that to my card, because both of them on RotoWire are just expected at the moment. If both of them confirmed, I may add this on Game Time Decision under 5.5. But I'm on the Kings definitely in this game plus 112.
All right. We'll go ahead back to the chat, and then we'll go and do recaps and all that stuff. Stars bounce back. They blew it last night. Revenge plus Ottinger might be in goal tonight. Definitely looking at the under. There you go. That is all the games for today. We've made it through. But before we jump into recaps and then head on out for today, quick message from ESB.
Hey guys, EarleSportsBets.com has finally launched, and to show our appreciation for you, click on the link below or go to EarleSportsBets.com/promo to get the 7-day package for only $49. That's $120 in savings. Thanks, guys.
Yep, so that website is up and running. Go ahead, check that out. Even if you don't go get anything from it, just go check it out. Look at the site, throw some traffic to it, help the website grow and everything. So that's all up and running. But if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Check out all the links in the description: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch, all linked down below. We are trying to hit 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. We're at 1,463. When we hit 1,500 subscribers, we'll probably do some type of special over on the website. So make sure you guys go check all that stuff out. All of that's over. Subscribe, share us out, do all that good stuff, and then check out the Earle Sports Bet site. We do put up a couple of free plays over there every single day. Not to mention, me and Nick have been killing it in college basketball, up 49 units for the year. Yesterday was a down day, but today bounce back and we're gonna have a good day. So check out all that stuff, and then make sure you check out Terry at Let's Go Wild Picks over on Twitter. Definitely go ahead and check that out. I just can't to get to the Oilers. You're gonna play the under. Who's that woman in the video? That's my girlfriend. Yeah, I know. Shocker. I got a girlfriend. Memphis -6.5 versus Hawaii in the bowl game. Hawaii team hates the coach, and the starting quarterback leading rushers entered the portal. How about that juice? Nick, thoughts on that one?
I have Memphis -4.5 in my back pocket. That's one of the games. I have bet 17 games so far for the bowl season. I've beaten 10 lines. 3 lines have changed the same. And the only lines that I did not beat that have gotten worse was I had Nevada -6.5. I'm throwing that ticket away now. I had Purdue +3. That's a 4.5. I have Ohio State -7. That's a 6.5. And I have Fresno State 13.5. It's a 10.5 now. Other than that, I've beaten 10 lines so far for college football bowl season, and that is one of them. I really like the Memphis Tigers in that one. I had that one before even the quarterback situation or anything like that. I had that game at like a over a touchdown. I think I had like 8-9 as my projected line for that one. So yeah, I do like Memphis in that spot.
Fair enough. What's the circa picks for football? Our group hasn't done it yet. It is the start of the fourth quarter, so we might actually care a little bit now. But the Picks and Parleys team is dog shit. Let's be honest. That's been a disaster this year. So me and Nick will be a separate team by ourselves next year. So we'll hopefully do better. But this year has been a disaster. Where can I sign up? I want to bet against Earle Sports Bets.
Well, first,
that's a great
you have
question.
to spell our name right.
Go to the link in the description, earlesportsbets.com/promo. There you can go ahead and grab your 7-day pass for $49. Just to give you an idea, if you go and get the normal pass, normal 7-day pass, it's $179. So as the pretty girl said in the video, $120 worth of savings. And not to mention, me and Nick are profitable yesterday, last 7 days, last 30 days, and since April. So we've been killing it ever since we started with Picks and Parleys, and we don't intend to slow down. Today we got the NHL plays up, college basketball, and some NBAs, and Nick even put up a couple bonus plays, but we've already gone over the NHLs and all that stuff. So this would be the package that you guys would want.
Which, by the way, when you type it in, it's EARLE sports.com, not EARL. I'm just correcting you because
it's also linked in the description, so go check that out. Good, good for you, doing well. Yeah, she's been with me for almost 3 years now, so that's kind of crazy. Thanks.
bang!
Let us know when your website's up and running and you're profitable and have numbers behind your stuff. Because I don't know, a lot of people come in. I just want to mention this book. A lot of people come in and shit talk us and say that we suck. We don't like to talk back. We just let our numbers talk for us. So there you go. This is since April. This is the last 30 days. This is the last week, and that was yesterday. All of our plays, all of our numbers are backed up by numbers. Are backed up on the site. So we don't need to crap talk people or BS or anything. All of our numbers speak for ourselves. Go check out the website.
But if you want to pay them, go buy their picks.
I've heard plenty of cases where I've heard plenty of cases because if a capper is on a rough streak, a lot of people will see that, go buy their package,
fade them,
see their
if
picks,
they don't make money, you get refunded.
You make money, and then the package gets refunded not the 7-day pass, but if you buy individual packages and the package is not profitable, that gets refunded back to you. So you can go and find a capper that's struggling, grab their package, bet against them. If they lose that day and you make money off of fading them, you make money off that, and then you get that money back in your picks and parlays or all sports bets account, and you get to do it again. So just figure I throw it out there because I know that's been mentioned to us that some people have actually done that before. Like me and Nick had a rough streak during baseball where I think we lost like 15, 16 straight games or something on there over the course of like 5 days. And people bought our stuff just to fade us. So it definitely happens. Not a bad option if you want to fade us either. So either way, good luck.
Yeah. Plus, can I just mention one last thing? And I just wanted to. I understand people coming in and shit talking us. And that's totally fine because you know what we are. We put our plays out for the public to see each and every day. So if we do good, you know we're doing good because you see what we're betting every day. When we do bad, you know because guess what? My plays will still be scrolling on the bottom of the screen regardless if I'm on a 10-0 streak or an 0-10 streak. I don't mind people talking crap. One thing I would love to do, though, is for people who do talk crap, I would love to see you post your plays for the public to see each and every day and track yourself that way. Once you do that, then I can take you guys seriously. But until then, you guys are just another shit talker in our chat. That's all it is.
There you go. But we'll go ahead and jump into a recap. I wouldn't say men lie, women lie, what numbers don't. There you go. Y'all been killing it. Terry been killing it too. I see them numbers on the Twitter. Let's get it today. Let's get it. Yeah. And we appreciate everybody that stops by. We really do.
Of course. Even if you come in just to shit talk us.
At the end of the day, to all the fans and all the haters, thank you. You just made me add sense. Anyways, no, I'm kidding. But at the end of the day, because of you guys, all the people who are fans of us, buy our plays, don't buy our plays, watch our videos, give us likes, dislikes, subscribe, unsubscribe, anybody who stopped in, it's because of you guys that me and Nick are able to do this full time. Yep. And that I'm able to wake up and bet sports for a living. I'm 22 years old, and this is gonna be my career. And it's all because of you guys and picks and parlays. We obviously appreciate them a lot too. So we do want to thank you guys for everybody for stopping by and everything. Whether or not you like us or not, you fade us or tail us, whatever the case is, we appreciate everybody who stops by. Anyway, let's do a recap and head on out for today. Light slate for me, only 3 NBA games. Utah -2.5, Memphis +4, Denver +2. Nick?
What, you don't have any plays in the NHL today? No draw of the day? What's going on?
Okay. You guys recap. I'll get my draw of the day. Go.
All right, fair enough. All right. I have the Memphis Grizzlies +3.5 and a half unit on the money line. Nuggets +2.5 unit on the money line as well. In the NFL, Thursday Night Football, give me the Vikings -3. NHL, I got the Maple Leafs at -123. I got the Anaheim Ducks at +103. I would probably bet those at the same price they are now. I'm on the over 5.5 with the Islanders and the Predators. I will be adding that as a free play over on picksandparlays.net. I'm also on the Red Wings money line and the over in the Red Wings game. I like Edmonton in regulation. I like the Calgary Flames. I got that at -108. I don't know if I would get to that at -130 though. And then I like the Wild on the puck line here and the team total over 3.5, which we both Terry and I said that was mind-boggling that's plus money. So team total over 3.5 for the Wild as well. And then ending it off here with the Kings money line and a strong lean towards that under 5.5 at -125. Terry?
I am tailing Tim, and are you in Utah too as well, Nick?
Yes.
No, right? Oh, you are?
I'm not on Utah.
Oh, no, Nick's
not. Oh, you are?
Nick's
okay.
not.
So, yeah, I'm tailing Tim on Utah. I'm also going to go Memphis +4. In the football game, nothing yet. Look at Jefferson to score a touchdown. Let me get my NHL. Anaheim Columbus draw. Zegras over 0.5 assists. Anaheim money line. Chicago money line. Jones over 0.5 assists. DeBrincat anytime goal. Tampa Bay /Toronto draw. Hedman over 0.5 assists. Stamkos over 0.5 assists. Detroit, St. Louis draw, Edmonton money line, Carolina money line, Dallas money line, Minnesota money line, Minnesota in regulation, Minnesota team total over 3.5, Kaprizov over 0.5 assists.
There you go. And I know Nick asked for it. I know I forgot to do it earlier, but I think that this one's a fair one. We're gonna go Nashville Islanders draw plus 305.
The Islanders have been going to
and then the Islanders win in overtime. There you go. There's my draw play of the day. I put $10 on it to win 30. Let's do this. That should do it. Let's go back over the chat for just a second. Did you go over the NBA and NFL? Yes, all those are scrolling at the bottom. Yeah, at the bottom. Happy belated birthday. Appreciate that, Turnsy. We do. I don't mind this at all. I'm kind of interested to do that. I wish the Timberwolves were playing tonight so we could do Minnesota. And then the 20s. So I'm not. But yeah, I don't mind that at all. But hour and 40 minutes. I think this is our longest show. Nick, finish it out for today.
Yeah. If you guys have made it this far, we want to absolutely thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified whenever we do go live here on ESB, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here, as always, with my brother Tim and Terry Edelman here today. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching, and good luck.